Alrighty, 5 minutes early, how about that? Greetings ladies and lads and welcome to what will likely be pretty much the last stream of the year. Part 1. There's possibly a part 2 following later tonight. Today, is my microphone up? Hello? Is my microphone alright? Whoa. Hang on. Can I just listen to my own stream for a second? This seems extreme. It's a bit loud, yeah, I see. Why? Great start. Hello? How's this? Okay. Oh. Whoops. Hang on. Gain turned up a ton. Yeah, I think I accidentally moved one of the wheels on my microphone. It has like a couple of wheels, and while it was in my hand, I probably moved something there. Whoops. Should be better now though, right? Much better? Bingo! Alright. Return to the music. Okay, let's do that intro all over again. Greetings ladies and lads and welcome to what will likely be the last stream of the year 2025, part 1. There's very much possibly a part 2 happening later, a couple of hours after this one ends. Anyways, price not right, more like volume not right, am I right? Is already here and ready to go. Today, I want to paint something very special. So, today I want to paint the one and only Captain in Gravis Armour. Hang on. There we go. Oh. All the time I forget to do stuff. There we go. And Primaris has to go because he's no longer here. Literally just got off work, timing is spot on. Bingo, there we go. That's what I like to hear. There we go. Okay. Well then. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. Let's see if we can salvage this start today. So yesterday we painted this fella right here. This very sweet Lamenta Primaris Marine. And yeah, I think this guy went rather well. You know, there was a little bit of a hiccup here on the right side that I've now completely covered up in pure black. But apart from that, you know, I like the heart on his knee pad. And I like the checkerboard pattern on his pauldron as well. I think that's not a bad start, considering I've used these long brushes for the first time. That Lamenta turned out great, thank you very much! Alright, yeah, I think so too. I think so too. Maybe I'll do some more later down the line, because that Lamenta was very fun. Though today, I was considering painting this Primaris Captain as a Lamenta as well, though I don't think I really want to do that. Instead, I want to paint him in the color scheme of my own homebrew chapter, the Celestial Spears again. So this guy can actually lead my faction as well, and simply because, you know, the Celestial Spears are of course based off of the 212 clone attack battalion, I think. At least the 212th regiment. And if we have a look at his Gravis Armour helmet, I do feel like there's a little bit of clone / stormtrooper helmet action going on there, which I think makes him the perfect candidate. Maybe an ARC soldier or something. So yeah, Captain Cody in Gravis Armour. Oh yeah. I'm so scared of my phone. Why? Why is that tricky? Also starting with the conversation. Yo ho ho ho. All right. So what do we do? What do we want to do first? I think the first step should be the armor. And I think we have to start with Ushep the Bone there. Thankfully, I did notice jot that down on my phone. So let me quickly have a look there. Shooby-doo-doo. I'm so sorry for all the VOD watchers who just get their ears blown out by today's intro. But well, you know, can't do anything about that. I think, yes, Ushep the Bone Dry Brush. Okay. It had a black screen for a whole day now and it's fixed. Okay, yeah, that is scary. That is scary for sure. Dang. I hope it stays fixed, man. What kind of phone are you using? My sister had that with a phone that she got, like, you know, it was very new. It was not, like, basically a week old. And it fell from her nightstand onto a thick carpet. But that didn't save the phone. It just got completely, you know, the darkness was spreading. The void was spreading from there on out. My fucker's bus is 10 minutes late. I'm gonna punch its tires on my way off to it. Oh, dang, man. That says price not right. Who got immediately censored? Something like 5G15. Alright, okay. 20 minutes late. Oh, that's unacceptable. Heinrich, as you might know, did stay the night. And he left a couple of hours earlier. And with him, now usually the bus comes very late. Like, it's similar stages of late as for you right now. But today I'm actually happy to say that the bus was extremely punctual, which enabled him to be home an hour earlier than planned, because he was able to catch an earlier train back home as well. So yeah, that was definitely great. But again, sucks for you that you don't get to have that luxury. Hey guys, I won't be joining today's stream unfortunately, says Rice. Oh really? How's that, Rice? What is up? Is the girlfriend coming over? Or are you going to your girlfriend? What are you painting, Celestial Spear? Indeed, because I thought with a helmet like that, this guy deserves to be in the Clone Trooper scheme as well. I'm used to it being about 3 to 5 minutes late, but this is just annoying. Yeah, especially on a Friday, right? Already completes the work week. 212 attack battalion. Precisely. By the way, you know, I haven't painted very accurately to the advent calendar of my girlfriend, but today, like, what she gave me today was actually insane. I'll show you in a second. I'm with my girlfriend and I'm conserving my data at the moment. Oh no, 100%, definitely do that, yeah. Best regards to your lady, man. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, a wonderful evening. And, you know, maybe you'll be able to check in later. Today will be a lot longer than usual. That being said, it won't be in one, you know, through, like one way through. It will come out in 2 parts. This one being till like 9 o'clock, which will be like in 2 to 3 hours. And the other one starting at like 1 to 2 a.m. in the morning, CET. So a couple of hours after this one ends. Or at least that's what I'm hoping for. If you'd see me change the title and the thumbnail of this stream to, you know, part 1 of 1, then you know it hasn't worked out. She says, in response to your good wishes. Dang. That's rough. Well, fair enough. Have a lovely evening, Grace. Oh yeah, could you possibly paint him as Waxer or Boyle? I just accidentally tapped my phone and the screen tweaked. Oh no. Yeah. If you can, take that bad boy to a repair shop. Like, best case, like third party. Crazy how third-party repair shops for phones are often the way, like the best deal. Instead of going to the proper service team, right? Oftentimes, not always, but a lot of the times, definitely. Also, new Hunter the Parroting episode is out. Gonna watch that too. Oh! I actually have not heard of that show at all, so we're not sure what it's gonna be about, but I'm happy that, you know, I'm happy that you've got more to watch. Okay, there we go. Oh, sorry. Anyway, have a great evening, lads. Y'all are the best YouTube community around, in my opinion. Mwah. I think so too, actually. You guys are great. Have a nice evening, Rice. I'll see you probably in the next year. So far. So, a Merry Christmas to you, man. Have a nice evening. The server skull's name is Jimmy. This one? You say so? Yeah? What is the show Alpha Buser made after TTS got swacked? Ooh, good question. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't followed that at all, actually. Like, I followed the drama when it was occurring. But after that, I just completely lost track of everything. Pretty much. So my girlfriend would like to see this guy in like almost like pure beige, so like a really clone accurate kind of painting style.
With gold elements. With gold elements.
Yes, with golden elements. And I'm fairly certain that I can deliver on that. We'll see how well it looks, and then, you know.
Only if you want that too.
No, I do want that too. I would have approached it a little bit differently. But your your wish is not hard to do, and if I want to put in more orange later on, I can always do that, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we want to do today. The goal is to have this guy completely done in however much time we have. This man is peak. You should subscribe now. Hell yeah. You should! I don't know if you guys have already noticed, but we are actually on 4,000 subscribers right now. Yesterday I got raided during the last half an hour of the stream. And a lot of people from there, at least 6 of them, subscribed to the YouTube channel. And that carried me over the threshold of 4,000 subscribers. Hell yeah. Nobody says, hey brothers, just saying hi, playing pool with friends? Ooh, definitely. That sounds like a great activity for a Friday night. Hell yeah. Please tell me that the music at your place is similar to what we are hearing right here. Because pool with some freestyle jazz? Ooh. And a whiskey on the rocks? Hell yeah. That sounds like a great evening. There we go, hang on. There we go. Gonna need it, have fun y'all? Oh yeah! Have fun, definitely. Have fun as well. I'll see you next year then, I guess. Hey brother, subscribe or else Brink will turn you into Jimmy. Oh hell yeah. Okay. There we go. So this first step might actually take a while, because I'm not sure if I can dry brush this. The first step is supposed to be dry brushing, but the way that this miniature is sculpted with all the details and like raised ridges and edges and stuff, I don't think I can do that. I just have to layer it on the old-fashioned way. Dang. Out of curiosity, do you prefer to be referred to as Jan or Brink or something else? Well, I don't mind either. I think Jan is my personally preferred, way of you addressing me. Because it's just what I'm used to as well. Brink is, it's a little bit formal, it seems. Though I don't care either way. I know in both cases that I'm being addressed. Jan for the people that I've subscribed for more than 5 days, and for everybody else, they got to address me as Brink. Hell yeah. Alright. Yesterday's stream was a lot of fun. I'm very happy with how the Lamenter turned out. And I'm very happy to have had this stream with Theinrich as well. His commentary, I think, was very nice as well, and the way and the stuff that he painted. I always really like the streams that I do with him. He actually told me that he felt rather like almost bad that he didn't talk as much as he usually did today, yesterday, because he was just so locked in with his paint job. Whereas I basically had to reassure him that, hey man, I feel bad that I always turn on the camera when you're here, so... Yeah, after the stream, basically, we had a very short evening left. Went to bed right away, almost. And then today I just got us some rolls from the bakery. And... yeah, we had a nice breakfast, and he stayed till like 2 o'clock. So we had some time to chill and just paint as well. So yeah, very, very great time. I'm really liking these Christmas streams as like the cherry on top for the year, right? Gotta just want to make power armor out of wires. Power armor out of wires? So that would look like the carapace underneath then, or what are you thinking? Did he come up with yet another orc paint job? Probably by this time. Yeah. It's a day that ends with a Y, right? An unceasing well of inspiration for this guy. Funnily enough, what he told me is like his favorite color scheme so far for the orcs is literally, at least for the Cruel Boys, right? Is the default color scheme by Heavy Metal. He was like, yeah, okay, that is actually looking the best for this kind of miniature. That seemed to me very ironic. But it definitely is something that I've noticed myself as well. Like sometimes it really is just yeah, like the Heavy Metal team cooks so hard that you couldn't do anything else but the proper color scheme. Like, for example, with, like, Space Wolves, right? Their color scheme, I think, is just perfect for what they're trying to portray. Or, like, the Irkin Jaegers, they too are great. The Dark Angels, on the other hand, Dark Angels and Salamanders as well as, in a way. I think their default colors are not really... I don't really like them that much. Howdy howdy, says Vash. Hello. Hello indeed. How are you doing, man? How has the week been for you? Or rather, you are still at your job, right? Around this time. Still, highly appreciated that you are chiming in during your work hours, like from time to time. There we go. Some more Shabty Bone here. This, of course, will be the base for the rest of the paint job. if I'm going a little bit light in the shadow areas, in the shade. That's only because we're going to be a lot brighter in the end anyways. So the Ushep bone, apart from the very deepest recesses, is already our shade in a way. Vash says busy but good. Lots of work left, so I'll keep you on my another tab. Ooh, dang. Well, best of luck with that. But that being said as well, as you might have noticed, there is a part 1 of 2 in the channel, like in the title of today's stream. Referring to that today, at least for you today, we are this is going to be a 2-parter. So I'm gonna stream for like 3 hours. Then I'll leave, just catch up with a bunch of my friends and, you know, cuddle my girlfriend a bit. And after I am once again a little bit more refreshed and the paint job, like the first layer of paint is dry with this guy, we're going to return for a bit longer, just to finish up on what we started here. I think that's a great idea. So, there's a good chance that you'll finally be able to catch me like in your free time as well if you want. That being said, it is a Friday night, right? So there's a good chance that you've got something else planned. As still many people do. Many people with a normal life. With friends that live close by. Free time, who has that? Yeah, am I right? Yeah, right. Well, actually very interesting. Heinrich asked me today, like in terms of streaming and YouTubing, like if I got paid for either one and I couldn't do the other, which one would I rather do, streaming or YouTubing? And that was actually a kind of a hard question to answer, because you know, I do like these longer concepts and like like to bring out videos and like all of that. I do appreciate editing as well, although it is by far the bottleneck for me in terms of churning out content. But you know, that's fair enough. So I do like creating YouTube videos. On the other hand, I do really like streaming because it's just so fun to have you guys live with me as I'm painting these guys. Get your feedback, you know, just joke around a bit and stuff. I just think streaming is great. And of course, it is also a lot less work for me. The one thing that actually was... So it was hard for me to decide, but when I decided on what to say in the end, what I would rather do, I actually went for YouTubing. Because streaming, like a full-time streamer, actually has somewhat of a regular job in the sense of that there is a certain time slot where he has to show up for work, right? There are certain hours that are better than others. Yeah, more or less, right? There are certain hours that are definitely better than others. And if you need to, you know, of course, make the most out of it because you earn money for it, then you have to be live during those hours. For me, those hours are starting, like in my time zone, at 6 PM, which is often the time when my girlfriend comes back from work. So that would mean if I were to do this like every day, that I would have a considerable less amount of free time with my girlfriend. Whereas with YouTubing, I could just do YouTube videos, you know, I prepare, film, and do them whenever. Like when my girlfriend is at her workplace.
Well,
and when she's...
You don't have to decide between the two.
Yeah, of course I don't have to decide between the two, but it was interesting for me, because in the end it actually came down to, well, this one, like YouTubing works out a lot better for me, because I can just, you know, do the hours myself, which I think is a huge advantage. And also led me to the epiphany that, again, you know, as much of both are not like considered like normal jobs, right? Like not at all. But it is interesting how that one aspect of streaming is actually a lot more like a regular job than I previously would have thought myself. Yeah, just you know, because I never considered that beforehand. That streamers actually do have like work hours. Yup. Danny says, "Whoa! The second I leave you, boot up the stream, I see how it is." What do you mean the second you leave? You left 4 hours ago. Danrich, man, how are you doing? Did you get your connections? Did you get the right connections? Did you get home safely and quickly? I'm just retelling the story, the philosophical question you asked me today about if I would rather do streaming or YouTubing. There we go. Yeah, the ride home went super smoothly. Dang, let's go. A Christmas miracle, everybody. Who would have thought? That is not very common at all. Or like, it's not uncommon for it to be smoothly, but it is... Usually it takes a lot longer. Oops, sorry. Present right says free time. You mean you aren't getting up at 5 to go work tomorrow? Yeah, same, right? That's, you know... That's rough. No, I'm not getting up at 5 tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to these next couple of weeks, you know, the Christmas holidays. Because it's the first time in like months where I actually don't have to do like assignments, preparation for stream videos and stuff, because all of that has to be left here. So yeah, that's I'm very much looking forward to just spending time with my family and girlfriend, right? And friends. No camera in sight, just people living the moment. That's going to be very nice, very refreshing. But don't you worry your pretty little heads. Once January comes back around and I'm back here, we will continue even stronger than ever before. Because now I am even more of a Chad with 4,000 subscribers. 4,000 hungry minds that need feeding of quality content. All of which I will deliver happily. Or so I hope. There we go. There we go. First layer of paint completely done. I think we'll just continue with the mixture of Ushepti bone and... what was it again? Padded wedge flesh? White scar, I think. No, white scar. Vash says, uh-oh, he's getting drunk on subscribers. He doesn't know but that we are all haters. Well, I think you're the most supportive group of haters I've ever encountered so far. It's actually so nice to see that I actually reached my goal for the year. In these past couple of days, I grew ever more uncertain if I would actually reach it. And now it has actually happened. So cool. So, for the next year, that will mean a lot more, like, you know, with this boost of motivation also comes, hopefully, an increase in content and content quality. Though, you know, to give myself a little bit of room to backpedal on, I do have, again, my diploma to do. So we'll see how much I can actually do in the months, in the year to come, right? But we will have a bunch of big projects, a bunch of little projects, a bunch of, like, a series that I will start, called, a little thing called Dark Water, you know. All of that. I'll happily do. Though that might also lead to a decrease in streams. I do want to try to stream 2 times a day. 2 times a week. Tuesdays and Thursdays. That being said, I might have to dial that back to just one time a week. So either Tuesdays or Thursdays. Probably Tuesdays. Holy shit, what? Vash became a member! What? Welcome to Brink of Bragging Rights, Vash Ocean Blue. Holy shit, whoa! Yo! What inspired you to do that? Thank you very much, holy shit! Okay! Welcome to the club of members who... You know, Caleb Hammer always brags about having the best membership on YouTube. I think I can brag with having the worst membership on YouTube. Because so far I haven't delivered anything of the stuff that I've promised, except for the badges. I'll be very happy to use the free time of sketching to take care of the emotes that I've promised. And I mean the Discord server, I guess, but the Discord server is free. Didn't realize I wasn't a member. Vash, you are such a Chad. What? Holy shit. Well, I think that, like, in terms of, like, I think I have an insane ratio of people who are just subscribers to people who are also members. That's so cool, man. Welcome to the membership. I'll hope you live to not regret your purchase. Maybe there'll be some members. You know, I don't know how much I will actually do in terms of like members only content, except for the perks, of course. Some of these smaller perks. But I do want to do a series about the hero quest on there, which of course is not Warhammer painting, but miniature painting still. Yeah. So hopefully that will come to pass in our lifetimes. So. Holy shit, yeah, thank you very much for becoming a member. There we go. Painting this guy very smoothly. It's only $12 a year, folks. Just click that join button next to his channel link. It's basically two trips to Starbucks. Well, yeah. Well, you know, for me, it's. I mean, when I say Brink of Bragging Rights, the reason I named it that is because now I can brag to people about that I actually do have members on YouTube. Very kind of you. But there's also a reason why I set the price at €1, right? Because there's really not much that I can offer. And the only reason there even is a higher tier is because I was like, okay, if you want to have an own like a portrait of yourself, a digital portrait, or like of your favorite character or OC or whatever, then that's basically the price of a commission, right? That's how I justified that one. But yeah, as you say, it might not be much to you. I still think it's an insane amount for like you know, for this channel. But I do highly appreciate it. Thank you very much. So there we go. Once this code is down, I will have to look up some references for Cody, Waxer, and Boyle, because then we'll be able to see which clone should get his reference here. Of course, as I told you yesterday, this guy right here with the two weapons, especially when looked at from this angle, he'll become our Captain Fodor next year. Next year. Hopefully. There's already so much stuff that I want to do next year. And there's also a lot of stuff that is already finished and will just have to be just has to be edited for next year. I say just, but you know. Get the gist. I think you'll have to check your sound quality of this stream. You're peaking. Oh yeah? Unfortunately, hang on. Unfortunately, I did get my, like, when I picked the microphone up, I, on accident, tuned up some of the little gears that are on my microphone. The gain needs to go down just a hair. Noticed when I got home. Hang on. Which one would it be, though? Which? Hang on. Hello? 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 Oh. Oh. I don't know. Did that change anything? I just turned the gears a little bit around. Hello. Well. You know, I only carefully cultivated the exact parameters for these kind of streams. You know, over the course of the last year. Absolutely no problem that now with like one uncareful slip of my hand, all that has to be recalibrated. But that's fine. I'll definitely turn to that after the stream, see if there's something wrong. Might also be the filters from OBS that I put in to decrease mic static. That might also be it. Well, I hope it's not too bad. I hope it's not too bad for this stream. I hope it's not too distracting. You could take the knob. Hang on, what? You could tape the knob once you get the right level. Ooh, that's a good idea, actually. No, it's distortion from a lot of input gain. It's not that bad at all. Okay, okay. That's the main thing that I wanted to know. Yeah. I think I'll just have to Google the type of mic and then see what I can, like, what these gears actually do. I actually never bothered really to figure it out. Yeah. Because I never really did seem to do much. So, with this coat of a mixture of Ushap de Bone and White Scar, we are really onto a winner, I think. Good thing that I jotted down what the exact specifications for this color scheme were when we painted the last Celestial Spear. A couple of weeks ago now. Oh, damn. Like the 4th of December or something. There we go. Oops, sorry. Is that a HyperX microphone? No, it's a RDOD condenser microphone. AT2020 USB, AT2020 USB. I got that as a present from my good friend and YouTuber colleague Chess Versarius. We both entered an advertisement competition. Or rather, he entered an advertisement competition and needed another... Well, voice actor would really say a lot more than what I actually did. I just screamed into a microphone and yelled out the words, "Captain! We're almost onto them! There's only one torpedo left!" You know, stuff like that. And yeah, we made 3rd place in that competition, and that came with a windfall of a bit of money. And to thank me, and because I didn't have like any microphone at the time, he actually got me this one. Which, as far as I'm concerned, actually turns out to be like the microphone that Moist Critical uses as well. At least from that brand. So yeah, he got me a really good one. A very nice gesture of him. Okay. I think we're good. Just tone down the edges here and there, you know, feather it in a little bit more. And then this is basically where we're at. I think the cream color definitely, like, you can even see it on camera, right? There's slight off-white. So I think that's just absolutely perfect. Alright, now on for some reference gathering. Okay. So, Google Images. I'd like to see 212 Attack Battalion. Images. There we go. Alright. Oh, I didn't even know they had this color. Oh, wow. Okay, there's a lot more going on with that armor than I thought. But yeah, this is of course a Commander Cody's helmet. Oh nice, the AT2020 is a certified hood classic. Oh yeah, really? Nice. Let's go. Yeah, I have no idea about that. I guess I just got really lucky with my friend who really seemed to know what he was doing. Alright. This picture also is very nice, like just like orange shoulder pads and stuff. Not quite, so this all is like almost completely symmetrical except for like a stripe here and there. But that's already pretty much what I'm looking for. Waxer. Okay, this is Waxer. Here are all of his iterations, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Okay, this could work. The desert armor was also so nice. Yes, and then there's also, of course, Boyle. So very minor differences in armor design. Waxer is definitely going a little bit more, with a little bit. Is he though? I think so. Like on the shins, he does have a little bit, like a couple different decorations, and then of course we have Cody himself, right? I think we gotta go with Cody. Yeah, even like the orange packs as well. Interesting. Yeah, he's got a lot of marks. Very cool stuff overall. I think we'll do him. I think that's okay. Anything else that I gotta remember specifically? No, he's just very symmetrical. Not necessarily what I'm looking for. So, but you know, he's only a reference. We're not going to paint him one for one, right? I mean, it's also a Space Marine, so it's not like we can actually do that. But yeah, before we do that, I do want to do some other stuff though first. I do want to do... What do I want to do? I do want to do a little bit of gold here and there. Hoplite gold from Army Painter, to be very specific. I think the music is done as well. Hang on. I really like the second playlist of this guy. Maybe a little bit loud, isn't it? Okay. Here we go, let's see. But yeah, what I wanted to show as well, this is who I got on my advent calendar today. Ain't that crazy? A Dark Angels Interrogator Chaplain. My girlfriend has immaculate taste.
Proven by being your girlfriend.
Yeah, as proven by being my girlfriend, exactly. Like just an accent, like one of the most, like this is a proper 40k miniature, right? This is just a perfectly grimdark, evil ass looking guy, to keep it PG. And he's just, and you know, having to look at this guy and tell people, oh yeah, this is one of the good guys, is just peak 40k. I think he looks so good. And he's going to be definitely part of my Black Armor project that I do want to do next year as well. You know, nothing else has changed so far. I do, of course, have plans upon plans upon plans. And, yeah, I also built a couple of miniatures today. Like this Sergeant for, of all people, like, I got him the gun of a Hellblaster, and he doesn't have, like, a single weapon except for his, like, sword. So you might think, alright, maybe this is like an assault trooper or whatever. No, he's actually supposed to be a Hellblaster. This is the Hellblaster Sergeant. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to designate that exactly. Maybe just give him the energy pack on his back. Without any hose to connect to anything. But yeah, still gotta think about that one. A little bit of a tough sell. Because if I do the energy pack, because this way I could actually use him as a blade gun veteran as well, right? So, I'm not 100% sure. Okay, time for the gold. My girlfriend would like to have him as light as possible. Basically, the light of a battle, the centerpiece of the army, which is precisely what this guy should be, right? But I think I will need a couple of orange, like a bit of orange here and there, just to, you know, signify that this guy is actually a Celestial Spear and not a white consul. So then we have some reliquary down here. Down here. I also gotta say once again, the stream from yesterday was highly, like the paint job, the Lamenta, went so hard. I definitely do wanna use this as like maybe a way of painting insanely fast Imperial Fists. We'll see if it comes to that. I think there's a way where you can really do them very quickly. But those are all experiments. So, you know, as you might have noticed, although I'm really happy to finally be able to go a little bit on a vacation, you know, have a lot of fun with family, friends, and my girlfriend, of course, I'm also, once again, like, the fire of motivation and inspiration has been reignited to return already. Like, not already to return, but it already burns bright for the next year. I'm very hyped for what projects we are gonna tackle next year. Especially considering, so I also counted what I released this year. Last year was a little bit of a, what we call in Germany, a Durststrecke. So, a path of thirst, you might call it. Because I didn't really upload a lot, right? I uploaded 4 videos in total, 4 small videos. Not small videos, but, you know, 4 proper long-form videos. And this year I actually managed to upload 12. Now, you might go back and say, wait, Jan, I counted on your channel. It's only 11. And you'd be very right to say that. But the 12th one is hiding on me and Feinrich's second channel, Trick 17. So that was very fun to see that I actually managed to hit my goal of 12 long-form videos. Plus, of course, almost like I think 45 streams as well. Now 47 after this day is over. 47 streams and close to, I think, 80 shorts as well. Next year I want to see if I can up those numbers while keeping up the quality, of course. Quality and interest in the projects. But I think we are on a very good way. I feel so good. This has been so much fun. Especially the streams, like hanging out with you guys and just painting away. Oh, immaculate. There we go. Hang on. Gotta make sure that there's no... the gold is leaking, no. Oh shit, come on, can you stop? Okay, I guess I gotta go over that with our paint mixture again. Couldn't save that one. Damn it. Shots go crazy, I remember trying them out and damn, it's easy to get some crazy views from them. Yeah, definitely. And I think they're fun as well. Like, I try to put out shorts that actually deliver like a certain type of content, right? Like I don't do shorts for like slop content or anything. I just want to do like fun, entertaining content that you can watch, I don't know, on the toilet or anywhere, right? Just a nice snippet, a nice snack. And they're also very, like, a lot of fun for me to edit as well. So yeah, I definitely do like them. Gotta make sure to try and engage those viewers through with some sort of call to action, otherwise they don't really help in the long run. Yeah, that as well. But I feel like, for example, if you watch, like, the algorithm actually isn't too bad. Like when the algorithm notices, oh, you're watching a lot of, like, you're watching these shorts like 100%. Let me recommend you more of those. And this channel is actually also providing with new shorts every day, you know, stuff like that. The algorithm actually does its job and recommends you the proper YouTube channels. And I think that's just amazing. That's just perfect. But yeah. And of course, without shorts, I wouldn't be able to post every day. Like, as a content creator who does basically arts and crafts, you know, who paints stuff and all of that, it is just absolutely impossible to film, script, edit, and then release a video every day. Like, I couldn't do that even if I put in 8 hours a day or longer. Not a good video at the very least. There we go, let's make the trim golden as well. Hang on, I need some more gold on my palette. There we go. What else is there to talk about? Yeah, all in all, I think this year was an incredibly productive one for me. Not only on YouTube, but also, of course, at my academy. And I do hope that I can keep this up. And B, that, you know, if I look back at the end of the year, this actually turns out to be true. Because I'm quite sure that, like, in the middle, of course, there was, like, some sort of fall off in terms of productivity. Because I was just so exhausted with university, work, summer holidays, you know, keeping up stuff for YouTube. I didn't really know what I did. What I was doing. But now it's just like the ending for this year especially has been very, very good. I'm just very happy. Very content, very relaxed. Oh, the Tooth Fairy says, Santa, is that really you? Oh yeah. Hang on. Ho ho ho! I even have the belly to go along with it. Oh, actually, oh wow. Hey man, Tooth Fairy, how are you doing? Haven't seen you in quite a while, haven't I? Hang on, you were the guy who painted... Didn't I see you regularly a couple of months ago? Tooth Fairy? Didn't I see you with like some Death Guard and you painted like yeah, the Nurgle Death Guard, and we talked about some Nurgle demons and stuff? Wasn't that quite a while ago? Also the, you know, special the stuff that I wasn't supposed to that I didn't tell anyone. Okay, so the question is, which new army do I want to send? Do I want you to send me for Christmas? Well, you know, the Year of Chaos has been memed on quite a lot, but I think actually if you just stick to Nurgle, you should be good to go, man. Maybe not 40k necessarily, but Nurgle in Age of Sigmar has been getting a lot of stuff. Very nice miniatures. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Yeah, Death Guard, that's me. Bingo! There we go. I do remember. I think it's... I do actually remember... I do actually try to remember the people who come on here, even if I don't see them for months. But yeah, it definitely also does help that Twitch showed you showed your name tag in the same colors that it did back then. Oh no! Heinrich, you dick! You took my Ashen Gray! Shit! Oh. We even checked twice to make sure that you didn't take anything by accident. Oh no. How dare you. Now I gotta mix it up myself. With some Dawnstone and acrylic black. Hang on. Ugh. I go through periods where I forgot about Twitch, haha, glad to see you're still streaming. Well, glad to see you're still watching, man. I just thought, you know, I think back in the day when I streamed, I was streaming at like different hours, I'm not quite sure. I think I streamed later in the day. And when I wasn't hitting that time slot anymore, I just thought that maybe you basically moved on to a different person. Or got bored. That's also a good, like, a natural thing to happen, right? The world needs some good quality shorts like yours, to be honest. Too much, what's this crazy clip from a show that everyone else was already posted with a gajillion filters nowadays. Yeah, you're right as well. Like, I've seen a lot of, like, sometimes these clips are actually quite useful. We just watched the movie The Sound of Music a couple of days ago. You know, a hood classic from 1965, playing in Salzburg, Austria. Yeah, an incredible movie. If you want to have a really good time and a heart attack in the last 20 minutes, watch that movie. It's so good. The Sound of Music, dang. And yeah, so those got recommended to us via YouTube Shorts, but yeah, all of these like Grey's Anatomy, Generation Kill, you know, all of those suck. Yeah, I could live without those. The Sound of Music is truly a hood classic, haha. Yeah, so good. I saw so many references to that movie and never got where the reference were from until we started the movie. Very cool. Hey, I love Generation Kill. Hey, I'm not bashing this series, I'm just bashing people who post the entire series in short form content on YouTube without any context or coherence. I think I watched them with my grandparents when I was a baby. Oh yeah. I mean, that would make sense, right? Such a good movie. Definitely hits different for, like, I did watch some reactions after that. I did want to see how other people like the movie and how they watch it, because me and my girlfriend were stressed, right? Those kind of movies do be hitting different when you are actually German, right? So yeah. That movie had us stressed out in the last quarter. But you know, if you just want to have a feel-good movie, it's completely alright to just, you know, turn the TV off after the wedding. The best part is when they have a title that doesn't make sense. It isn't even describing what's going on. Oh, what do you mean? Oh, hang on. Yeah, the shorts, right? What I've seen is like, I'm pretty sure it's just AI bots posting this stuff, right? And a lot of these shorts just have the title, "This is a wonderful scene." And it's a scene without any coherence and context at all. Just a random grab from the movie. Or like, like the best thing is like, "This is such a wonderful scene." And it's just like a straight, like, Saving Private Ryan landing at Omaha Beach type of scene. And you're just like, what kind of psychopath calls this a wonderful scene, right? That internet is getting closer every day. Oh, definitely. That's why I pride myself in not using a single ounce of AI in my, like, on my channel at all. Hang on, I do use AI. Actual intelligence. Whoa! Yeah. I think the greatest transgression, in my opinion, is when people post Warhammer content that's like completely AI generated. That just literally goes against everything that Warhammer is supposed to be. Like, even like the message from Warhammer. Like, how dare they? These lore videos. I like how people call it lore videos to sleep to. Because, you know, there are channels like Luatin, where he has such a nice voice and talks about for so long that you actually can just sleep to it, fall asleep to it. It's very nice. And then there's videos that you sleep to because they're just utter garbage. And that's like people who put it in the title description. Not always, don't get me wrong. But when I see an AI, like the video title, lore video to sleep to, and the thumbnail is AI generated, I go mad. And then I hit the don't recommend anything for this stuff. So, the year's wrapping up. What's been your favorite paint / color? My favorite paint? Actually, a good question. Hang on, let me think. What did I paint this year? I think for that I gotta go back to what I've uploaded. I did the Skaven video. I did the Tyranid speed painting guide. I am tempted to say Cabalite Green, but Cabalite Green has been my favorite paint for definitely like 3 years. So that's a little bit of a cold take for me. Luatinus Peak, I have him to thank for dragging me into the rabbit hole of Warhammer. Oh yeah, definitely. Luatinus, like, he's doing a great job. Two Faces lol. Alright, hang on. Let me actually have a look. YouTube. So, no. Not right now. Okay, Bildschirm links. So, if we go to videos only. We've got this, we've got that. Oh, that was also a good one. That was just crazy. Honestly, the only reason why this video exists, like Too Close to the Sun and everything, it just went so smoothly. I mean, explain it. Favorite mini of the year? Ooh. Does that include, like, minis that got, like, only miniatures who's been revealed this year? Grimpack says sub. Hey man, welcome. Wow, it's a rare occasion for 2 people to watch me on Twitch. Holy shit. But yeah, favorite mini of the year. I actually don't know. I gotta think about that one. Okay, I didn't paint this much this year. I think a good contender for my favorite paint of the year was would be Ushab the Bone. Because it is just so versatile. I'm using it in this paint job as well today. And not only that, I also used it like as a base for this color scheme right here. The Celestial Spear, my own homebrew painting chapter. Always glad to see the Lamentas getting some love. Oh, definitely. The Lamenta from yesterday. Not only I really like to paint him, but my girlfriend did as well. She was very happy with how this guy turned out. So you guys might actually see them return a couple more times, because I do have a couple of, you know, Marines that still need some painting. And although the Imperial Fists are like my favorite chapter, the Lamenters have the same colors, so why not do those, right? My favorite mini that I painted, okay. And Price and Right is asking about that as well. Okay, my favorite mini that I painted this year. What did I paint this year? Ooh, there's a lot of stream miniatures, right, as well? I mean, maybe I'm a little bit biased because this guy wasn't so, like, was so early. Present Rice says, I am everywhere. Holy shit, now he's on Twitch as well. Are you kidding me? That's weird. Holy shit. You cannot dispose of me. Oh no, he's in both chats at once. I really like this guy simply because it is my homebrewed, like the first iteration of my homebrew color scheme. Maybe might not look like much, but this guy is very special to me. Nonetheless, because my girlfriend, like, gave him to me for, like, Christmas, right? Ooh, Price Not Right is also following me on Twitch now. Hell yeah. How much more dedicated can you get? That being said, though, there are also a lot of miniatures like this Mechanicus guy that I painted on stream and that I might not remember right now simply to... holy shit, the emojis even... Dang. They move. Yeah, I gotta do some cool emojis for the channel, definitely. The Mechanicus used to be my favorite faction for a long time. That one looks nice. Thank you very much. It's a Riser Tech Priest engine seer, because I really like the Forge World and I really like the orange. But then, of course, there's like miniatures like this one, you know, the Empire Drummer, who might not look like much. But then we turn him around and we see that I actually did paint the banner of Stirland on here. A very nice freehand that I did in my free time. Just to, you know, see if I still got it. This definitely is one of my favorite details of the year. I think it doesn't get better than that. Grimpack says, damn. Yeah, right? So basically here you see... So this is what you can see on stream. What my freehands look like when the camera is between me and the model. And this is the freehand when I'm just painting on my own time. Without any camera to film me. Can't even freehand a smiley face? Ah, nah. It all just comes down to... It comes down to practice and actual, like, brush work. This guy... I don't remember with which I painted him. With which brush. But, like, getting a brush like this with a very long and fine tip definitely helps with freehanding. I definitely need to invest more time in trying to master that brush. But yeah, apart from that, I'm actually torn on these guys, on the Vespid Swarm, because on the one hand it does look cool, on the other hand it is a little bit undercooked. I think the Terminate color scheme looks very good from Helldivers 2, but at the same time, again, I'm not 100% with it, right? So, and apart from that one, sorry for disrupting the painting for so long, but we do have a little bit more time than usual today, so why not have another look? Tau Empire mentioned, let's go. Oh yeah, Tau Empire is so cool. I think it is. Oh, sorry. Life. Let's say, we did build a lot of Space Marines, paint a lot of Space Marines. Those were all fun. Then we painted... Oh yeah, we painted some... Yeah, I completely forgot, yeah. The Rotmeyer Creed I really enjoyed as well. Like those guys. Oh yeah. Like this Kill Team Warband, insane. I need to get me a box of Vespers. Oh, look on eBay. Oftentimes they sell like fresh ones over there for like that's how I got mine. I paid like 20 bucks for my Vespid. Yeah, the Rotmeyer Creed, even like seeing how often I paint them. The Rotmeyer Creed is just very cool. And it's now an official like part of these of the starter box, right? Ooh, we painted this guy this year as well? Holy shit, I didn't even know. Okay, hang on. He's this year? Yeah? Yeah, 6 months ago. Holy shit. There we go. This squig. This guy... Maybe this guy is my favorite of the year, because I just painted him, as we say in Germany, frei nach Schnauze, so without any particular plan in mind. And he just turned out so nice. Like the quality of the paint job, the little details like the mushroom, or like the lance that has a mushroom handguard. Everything just works so nice. It has a very nice balance. Maybe this squig is my favorite model of the year. That might be the case. You didn't really have that many super special models this year, right? Like the Christmas tree or the Goth showcase? No, I really didn't. This year was rather, well, bland might be too much, but yeah. Okay, dang. But yeah, all of those, oh my gosh, the project's onboard, even. Oh wow, that one got a lot of views. Oh shit, didn't even know. The Centurion didn't turn out too well. Ooh, the Taurox was also very cool, I think. Hang on, where's the second part for that video? There we go. I'm so meta, I'm watching myself. This is how reaction content is supposed to be. I'm actually able to react to something that without ripping anybody off. And do I have like more candy shots of this guy? Yeah, like as you can see, this Taurox model that is also like painted in the what's it called? The color scheme of the Wardens from what's it called? From the Wardens from Foxhole. It's also up there. But yeah, hard to say. I think the squig actually might be one of my favorite miniatures. I'd say the squig, the Lamenta, and then my own buddy. So 2 Space Marines and a squig. Those are my favorite minis of this year. There's a Storm Surge on eBay for 50 bucks. Ooh. The Taurox looks dope, thank you. Now, I've disrupted the painting process for quite a long time now, I'm very sorry. Just got carried away a bit. But yeah, Tooth Fairy Grimpact, how are you guys? Especially, Tooth Fairy, how well is your Death Guard coming along? Everything going smoothly? Or is there a problem? Or like, not a problem, but, well. Fun fact, this week's Combat Patrol magazine straight up has 2 killer copters. Really? They say it's part of one of 2, but it really isn't missing anything except for the 3rd one at the bases. Dang. Okay. Yeah, the Combat Patrol magazine is like the same as Spearhead for Age of Sigmar. Those are really very great for collectors and painters. But yeah. The only thing, like, I really like this homebrewed color scheme, of the Celestial Spears, though it's also like the only thing that I would maybe think of changing would be the name, because I'm not sure if Celestial Spears, especially now that I realized that Industra from Age of Sigmar is also called the Celestial Spear, is such a good name anymore. I have to think about that one a little bit more. So it's basically 1 copter for $5. Insane deal. That sounds like a great deal indeed, yeah, holy shit. Is there any particular good deal that I did this year? Well, I did get a nice Kislev army book for like $6, an original Warhammer Fantasy Kislev army book. Like, very happy to see that one for like 6th edition Warhammer Fantasy. I just really like to have that as my collector, as a collector piece. Grimpack says, doing alright. Was gonna give a little Black Templar diorama to my buddy for Christmas, but at the current speed I'm going at, it will probably end up as a Valentine's gift. Oh no, well, I definitely do feel that one. I wanted to paint all of my siblings as, like, oil portraits for my family. And although, thanks to my girlfriend, I now have a little bit more hope, because she stepped in to paint at least my picture, right? It's not going too quick on that front either. So yeah, those might become Valentine's gifts as well. Another long-term project of mine is a Kayaten Demon engine. A project that is being sent to me via another audience member who has it in his shelf and doesn't get to paint it. So we were like, okay, well, you can send it to me. I get a video and you get a fully painted miniature. And I just struggled so much with setting up the PO box for that it now has been, I think, like either 1 or 2 years since I first, gave the green light on that. But yeah, thankfully now everything works. Everything is properly managed. And I'm eager to see what will end up in my mail. What I'll find in my mail. Oh. Should we keep this guy silver or not? I'm not quite sure. Anything else that needs like some... Nah, not really. Okay, now it's time for some silvery details like lead belcher. What color should I do the cape in? I was thinking of maybe like a nice red. But I'm actually like... Hang on. One more thing I want to look up. Arc Trooper. Okay, this doesn't really help. I wanted to see if these guys have like some sort of... What chapter? It's a Celestial Spear. It's a homebrew chapter based on the 212th Attack Battalion from Star Wars: The Clone Wars. At least the color scheme is. So yeah, I'm just looking for a good tertiary color. I am wondering, so the two things that I thought was maybe either a classic red cape with maybe some freehand on there later on, or if we use the Cabalite green that I put on this Black Templar, for example. This guy isn't going to stay as white, I think. He's going to have a little bit more orange details. But yeah. Not quite sure what to do with him. I just spotted another cable down here. Gotta paint that. Nice, thank you. You could go for a desert brown type of thing. Kind of what the Geonosis camouflage was. Ooh. That maybe is an idea. I mean, in terms of camo as a whole, maybe like if I ever have like scouts or eliminators, then I could give them that kind of camo. Just to keep it all in theme, right? Yeah, sure. Eddie Moss on Twitch says, what a beautiful model. Thank you very much. I mean, you know, the Terminator Captain in Gravis Armour with 2 power fists definitely always goes hard. I just hope I can live up to the impossible standard of painting such a hero of the Imperium. And not ruin him. I think my girlfriend is kind of cooking when she says just having him a lot of like beige with golden accents looks very cool. Though I think maybe some orange in there is needed to be. Kevin Lopez says purple might look good for the cape. Purple is also
such a good idea.
Oh, my girlfriend is very happy about that idea.
I think purple cape and the rest like I said.
You know what? How about I'll do it in this, like, sort of gradient. So what basically is happening here, this Black Templar is cleaning his sword with a, like, banner of the word bearers. So there's going to be the logo on here. I just did the gradient first. Maybe this kind of gradient will look good on the on the Gravis Captain as well. Purple is actually a goated idea. Great idea, Kevin. He kind of looks like that Roman statue like this. Oh yeah. I actually wanted to do a video on Roman statues as well, but I have lost my entire script. No. I literally lost it because I wrote it by hand. Bruh. Okay. Yeah, let's do the cape next, actually, because I do want to see what kind of impact that has on the overall feel of the miniature. Maybe we don't need that much orange after all. Maybe a general Grievous style cape, like the gray with red trim. That's also a good idea, though, I mean... Nah, I think not this time in particular. Maybe for like a Phobos Captain, so one that's a little bit slimmer than this Gravis Captain. I also actually do want to do a lore stream for this chapter as well, where we go over like ideas for the lore for these guys and chapter composition. I was just really inspired by Invicta and their video about chapter composition in 40k. He kind of looks like a, yeah, Roman statue. Already read that one. Yeah, purple is a great idea. Kevin, you can stay. If I could, I would gift you a membership, but not only do I have nothing to show there, I also can't do it. YouTube doesn't have that option. Oh well. Purple would look amazing, says Eddie Munz in, what's it called? In Agreement. Yes, I do think so too. I think purple goes very hard. Also elevates this miniature to a more royal look, right? It definitely works with what Price Not Right is saying, that is, he now really looks like a Roman statue. Like a senator or something. What purple are you using? Asks Grimpact. I'm using currently Baraknar Burgundy. A very dark purple from Citadel. Great color. And after that I'll layer on the gradient with Screamer Pink. But we're not quite there yet. Both colors that I highly recommend anybody should own, because just like Cabalite Green, you know, it's just a neat color for all schemes, basically. Or for at least many schemes, right? Okay, this is kind of sketchy. Maybe I should have done up a little bit earlier. I think I actually missed anything. No. Shit. I mean, leaving the inside beige also would look cool, but I think that's too much, especially with the beige armor. I think you need something for his silhouette to shine against. And that's precisely what this cape is made for. So we'll do just that. Oh, shit. Kinda dirtying him up a bit, here and there. That's okay, there's no different way to do this, except for, like, maybe sub-assembly. But I don't like sub-assembly. Where is, I need a brush like this. Moisten up a small brush. As you can see here, I did do a little bit of an oopsie whoopsie. And need to clean that right off as long as the paint is still wet. Edimans is saying he would leave the cape white, the inside. I get what you mean, though so far I'm not quite sure. Like, it definitely looks very regal as well, though I would like to be able to basically have the silhouette of the armor be very visible in front of the cape. Otherwise, I think everything, yeah, very regal, as Bryce and Rice says. Otherwise, I feel like the silhouette gets too blurry. Like, you can't make out the individual details. But, you know, as of a concept, it's not a bad idea at all. Quite the opposite. And I did do a lot of miniatures where I did do that, but, you know, again, I'm not sure how much orange this guy is going to have in the end. I think I will base him off of Commander Cody, so he will definitely have some insignia here and there. But yeah. The color also reminds of that purplish red that Republic had on their vehicles in Star Wars. Oh, the purplish red, you mean, huh? Yeah. I definitely, yeah. Huh. Funny how that all ties back in with the original concept for this chapter. Very cool. This kind of reminds me of those cooler Space Marines with the Psyker and the Astartes show. With the Psyche and the Astartes show. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now, since the paint is still wet, we are going to put in a little bit of a gradient there. I mean, if we were, like, completely crazy, we could do the gradient even all the way till, like, blue. Till a bluish color. As I did with Eltharion. The Light of Eltharion, that is. Though I don't think... Like, that's a little bit much. There we go. Frontline Gaming Network says, nice color scheme. Thank you very much. We're not, like, he probably won't stay as pale as he is right now. But it's definitely a very good start. I think I might leave for, like, a second or two to just show my girlfriend how her idea looks before I ruin it with orange. But, you know. Hell yeah, wet blending. Well, not precisely wet blending so far, we're just smearing paint it up another. But the effect will definitely look good, I think. So, apply this paint all the more in the areas where the light hits the cape, and after that we'll take some corn red, I think, mix it up with Screamer Pink to get one more intermediary color, and have the red itself be our, basically our cherry on top. There you go. Okay. If Kevin is still here, you had a great idea, my friend. I think Cabalite Green would have probably looked good as well. Though, the purple just goes way too hard. Alright. There we go. And even if in later iterations I should move away from the purple as like a tertiary color, at least I have a nice, like one nice character captain that has this color. The first captain of the Celestial Speeders. Technically speaking, the second one. The first one is definitely the Phobos captain that I haven't primed yet. But yeah. No problem. Shows from Blue says cape. Oh, what about? Hang on. Came back to a sexy cape color I like. Perfect. Thank you very much. Funny enough, one comment got censored due to the word sexy. Not anything that I said the mod to do, but you know, YouTube's acting a little bit funky as of late. It does look very cool, thank you. Eddiman says fantastic painter. Aww. Guys. My outfit is already red enough. You're gonna make me blush. if you want to show your works on stream, by the way, as well, if you want to send me something that I should have a look at while painting on stream, please feel free to send me something either via Instagram, where you can find me under Brink of Art as well, or via the Discord invitation link on my in my channel description. And if you have neither, then you can also send it to me via email, though Discord, I think, is my preferred option. Or Instagram. But yeah. Kevin, great idea. Of course. Yeah, now we need some corn red. Where do we have it? Here we have it. Corn red. I think we can even... It's a lot closer to Streamer Pink than I thought, so maybe we can do it... We can use it straight away. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, yeah. Okay. It's going to be... We start here because this one offers the biggest plank. Oh, yeah. The biggest area. A lot of room to make mistakes. Oh, yeah. I think it's funny for like an effect like this, you know, wet blending oftentimes, you know, sounds so high and mighty. And yet very simple steps like this are very easy. All you need to do is just paint on. Got that red going on, it felt really good. Yeah, nice. I would like to send a crude drawing of a model by Carrier Pigeon, if that's okay. Oh yeah, sure. Just put it in String Parade. Though I think I've seen that there are a couple of people that have sent stuff already for me to have a look at. So you might have to show a little bit of patience. But apart from that, sure. Hang on. Now I do think we should probably do some color feathering here and there. After all, I think the Screamer Pink gets a little bit lost. Lost in the sauce here. But... yeah. Oh yeah. That's definitely cool. Oh yeah. Here as well. Okay, then the only thing we need to do, of course, is the band here and this part of the cape. I completely ignored that one. Like the part that drapes across the shoulder. Dang. Oh no, I mean instead of sending an image to on the Discord, I will draw a model and send it by bird to you physically, huh? No, analog Discord. Okay. Analog Discord DM. Yeah, sure. You can do that. Oh no, hang on, then I have to... That sounds so mean that I have to accept your friendship request. No, sorry, I'd rather you do that via the channel. Yeah, I'd rather you do it just via the Discord channel. Instead of a Discord DM. If that's fine. I don't know, I'm very strict when it comes to who is in my Discord DMs. Was a bad joke, my bad. No, that's... that's okay. Oh, you don't want to send it. Okay. No, then I just didn't get it. You know, sometimes when I watch streamers myself, the chat is like doing jokes and references and stuff, even to things that happened like a minute ago. And then I get frustrated and at the streamer who doesn't get it. And I'm just like, how can you be so stupid? And then I stream myself and I don't get the simplest of stuffs. So yeah, something is always happening. Sometimes something seems to be happening that's a streamer doesn't get a joke or something. Sorry about that. Legionary Canis is also here saying hello, how's it going? Very, very good, because yesterday at around like 11 PM or something, we actually crossed the threshold, the milestone that is 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. I'm very happy to finally have that milestone crossed. I'm very intrigued to see how far we will go this year. And then, of course, for next year, I will do my utmost to make that number grow. Entertain even more people with what I hope to be quality content and fun streams. That's good to hear. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, congrats. Thank you very much, Grimpact. Yeah, exciting times. Very exciting times. 4 million by this time next year. If that happens, then I think, I don't know. That would just be absolutely crazy. You know, I'll just keep trying my best and upload as much good stuff as I can. And then we'll just see where it goes. Hopefully it goes somewhere very cool. Sadly, I could be doing better. Got inflammation on my hands from drawing and painting, so I gotta take a week break from both of my hobbies. You got inflammation on your hands? How's that even possible? Dang. How much did you paint, bro? Wow. I'm legitimately stunned at this. That to me, says to me that I don't do enough, because I should be doing this like at least semi-professionally as an art student and, you know, miniature painting YouTuber. And I don't have that. Like, what happens to me is that my hands get basically tired. So basically the rest of my body is fully awake, but my hand is just tired and my grip weakens. For example, after I edited the last video, my hand just had trouble gripping stuff for a couple of hours. Yeah, that's what I get for not taking enough breaks and stretching my arms. It's more from not taking enough breaks and going on long sessions. Okay, I see. Yeah, damn. That does suck to hear. I hope everything gets better very soon. But I think you're actually doing the right thing by taking a break for a week. Also quite well timed, right? It's the 19th already. I don't know when Hanukkah is exactly. But isn't that like or also like during those celebrations for you? So I guess it's, you know, at least a good time to have that. A good time to take a break and do other stuff. Oops, sorry, you guys can't even see that. Yep, bingo, there we go. So at least this won't be too boring, I guess. Okay, and then I need more Barakna Burgundy, because this coverage down here is just a travesty. You know, this one? That's not okay. This guy looks so cool. I actually really like this. I'm very tempted to not give him any orange bits. No? Yes? Don't give him any, says my girlfriend. At least I managed to sub-assemble the Silent King throne and his 2 pillar thingies. Oh, hell yeah. That's cool. Silent King is a great character. Isn't it like, so I recently had a, like there's like this one channel that puts out a lot of like lore and audiobook kind of shorts. And he recently had a short depicting a scene where Dante meets the Silent King. And I thought that was a very cool scene, so I'd really like to read a book on that. Like the book where that excerpt is from. It's funny how Necrons went from being a faction that I could literally not care less about, to one of my favorite factions in the lore, if not even the favorite faction. Because the Necrons might not get many books, but every single Necron book is just like pure cinema. Absolutely amazing. Okay. Also, my local Warhammer store has the Rise of Nagash book that has multiple books of Nagash story that I plan on getting. Ooh. which will make my break more bearable. Oh yeah, definitely. I make myself snow illusions. I have a very big family, and I'll try to meet with as many friends as I can over the winter holidays. So I make myself snow delusion that I probably won't be able to read that much. But I think I'll take the Horus Heresy book with me. And the book that my girlfriend got for me for last Christmas, I think. On my birthday. Gene Father. Very excited about that one. That should have like some great lore bits in there as well. Okay. Well. Ah. Have I said already that I really like these streams? We've already been streaming for like close to 2 hours and I'm not feeling tired at all because of all of you guys being here. It's so amazing. So nice. The Night Lord's Omnibus is the best Warhammer book, hands down. The Night Lord's Omnibus. So all of the Night Lord stories? Really? I mean, that would definitely be in theme for me, because the Night Lords are another faction that I personally could not care less about. And if you're now telling me that they have great lore books, that would just be very fitting. Do you know how this is going already? The red and the bone white colors really work with each other? Oh yeah, definitely. I do like it. I feel like we need some orange though. The color scheme is bone and orange. Like what? Maybe only the smallest of insignia here and there. I think we need a little bit. Very gothic, noble feeling from it. That's true. That's true. He looks very fucking cool. Surreal? Yeah. Interesting. You know what book, like, I find it interesting that I read a couple of Warhammer lore books this year, like one of the Dawn of Fire books, the one with the night planet, and then I read, so the night with a K in it, right? And I also read, what else did I read? The Leviathan book, and both of those, like, those are two examples of books that I feel are a little bit undercooked. Like in Leviathan, for example, there are very cool scenes and very interesting lore bits as well. Like at one point, the hive mind is actually corrupting a servitor, like a servitor embedded in the depths of a generatorium. So basically, like the depths of an AI, basically. And the hive mind actually makes it so the servitor becomes semi-aware, pledges itself to the hive mind more or less, and then blows up the generatorium, which in turn blows up the entire city. That I thought was a crazy twist. That was like legitimately crazy. I didn't know the hive mind was capable of such delicate surgical strikes and infiltration. What model is this exactly? Says Kevin Lopez. This is a captain in Gravis Armour. You will see this miniature usually with a sword, or an energy sword, or a chain sword in his hand. But this version with like both power fists is, in my opinion, the best option for this guy. Didn't even know you could do this. I only see him with the swords, right? But yeah, even like from an aesthetic point of view, I think the fists really make it so that the like weight and focal point stays in the middle. Oh, he's... Oh, what? From the book about the... Then, I don't know. Okay. Didn't want to make sure that I didn't miss your message. But yeah, again, the weight is like in the middle. And with this, without the sword, the highest point of the miniature is also the servitor skull, which I think is just a lot nicer than the sword. Hang on, I need to put on more music. Should I put on some Christmas music? Hang on, do you guys want some Christmas music? I will get copyright claim, but I don't really care. These streams make like 30 cents, and Vash's fresh membership itself will pay for that, so that's completely alright. Do you guys want some Christmas music, or are you already tired of that? Let's start some jazz first again. But yeah, Legion of the Cannon says, I didn't read the book, but I heard that an elder used a cursed spear on a hive lord or whatever. The big guy is called, and it was so powerful that the hive man itself got hurt. Oh yeah, right, I did read that excerpt somewhere as well. Don't know which book though. What color will you use for the lens? I think a bright blue would look nice. I think you're actually spot on, because I just did that with this original color scheme as well. Like with my first iteration here. This is of course just the base color, I didn't, you know, do any lens flare or something. But blue is actually perfect. So, Price Not Right is saying yes please, hang on. Let me do a little bit of a poll. Yes or no. Alright, we've just started the poll. If the Twitch people want to partake in that poll, just say yes or no in the chat. Because I'm happy to play you guys play some Christmas music. The paint scheme reminds me of that one clone trooper that, you know, that Obi-Wan Kenobi led. You are actually spot on, that's exactly where I'm going off of. I don't remember the number, it's the 212th Attack Battalion. So, although this guy, this Gravis Captain, is not the best example for that color scheme, the other Marines definitely are heavily inspired by that color scheme. I just think that, you know, an off-white and a, like, nice earthy yet bright orange go insanely hard as a color combination. I just really like it. My Old Republic character from Star Wars The Old Republic, he had, like, all of those had that color scheme as well. Just so nice. Pay some royalty-free heavy metal music? Nah, I can't do that. I can't do that simply because I'm not that big of a fan. I'm sorry. I do like stuff like Sabaton every now and then, but this is supposed to be a chill stream. Would also be so fun, like, you know, the what would I say? What can I say? A very calm and collected footage, and meanwhile the background is just exploding with heavy metal guitars and stuff. Play the sounds of a babbling brook. Don't know that one, damn. The blue one were a fan favorite from Star Wars, but I always liked the orange one better. Yeah, the 501st. The 501st were for the longest time my favorite as well. Ooh, shit! Eddymans is now following on Twitch. Hello, welcome to the community. Holy shit. If you, for some reason, can't get enough of this type of content and would even see like more edited versions of this, feel free to have a look at my YouTube channel as well. Maybe you'll find something that you'll enjoy there as well. Play the sound of a metronome at 90 BPM. No. And the poll currently is at 50-50, so I'll leave it at jazz then. 50-50 is not enough. Don't wanna, you know, don't wanna vergraul half the stream. I've seen that there are like some plugins where the audience... Hang on, I actually need to drink something. Cheers. The sounds of smooth jazz. Oh yeah. Yeah. What was I about to say again? Forgot. Damn it. I think this guy will also get like a thin layer, a thin wash with a Gravis Earthshade. I do this with every other miniature as well, with every other guy that rocks this painting scheme. And it just really helps to get the miniature the needed depth. But not so heavy. I don't do it like I often do with these kind of miniatures. Or rather, these kind of washes. But yeah, he does look like a Roman senator. Dang. Like this is subscribed here too? Holy shit, oh there we go, Gem20, so you are Eddieman's then as well? Holy shit, alright. Thank you very much, man, I highly appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, I hope you live to not regret that decision. Alright. There we go. I love the Gravis Earthshade. It makes the golden paint I use more bronzish and less pissish gold. Yeah, I know what you mean. Usually with this kind of gold, with like the hoplite gold from Army Painter, I usually would do Nuln Oil, because this gold is very cold, if you know what I mean. And the Gravis Earthshade is a warm shade, so it does kinda behave a little bit funky there. But with the rest of the miniature being so warm, I think I need to just use a Gravis Earthshade. I used to be a Nuln Oil absolutist almost when it comes to like which is the best shade to use. But as it turns out, the Gravis Earthshade, after they changed the recipe on the Nuln Oil and made it thinner, I think the Gravis Earthshade now takes the place for that for me. Nuln Oil just doesn't do its job as it used to do. 67% of people would like to see some Christmas music. Holy shit. Okay, like to hear. Should I do that then? Like some nice Christmas stuff? What else do we need? I don't know what to do with this belt. Should we do this like in this gray tone, or should we do the belt in Leadbelcher? So like a silver, a true metallic silver. What do you guys think? I don't have anything else for my metallic part of Necrons, so Nuln Oil is my go-to, aggressive just for the golden parts. I mean, fair, right? He said the funny numbers, chat. Bruh. Damn it. You got me, holy shit. Gunmetal Grey? Okay, so that one, right? Gunmetal Grey, hang on. I'd say metallic for the ammo belt. Yeah? Okay. I mean, it would kind of look like this gladiator armor style, right? Okay. Okay, 71%. That's enough then. 71% would like to see hear some Christmas music. Oh, 7 people voted as well. Oh, cool. Okay. Let me quickly look. What do we have? What do we have? Oh yeah, 1 hour. How does this sound? 1 hour of jazzy, Chad Christmas tunes for waiting for Santa Claus. That sounds fucking amazing. Okay. Now, I haven't tested this, so I hope the specifications on the sound area are correct. If the music is a little bit too loud, please tell me, so I will dial it down a little bit back again. Oh. Metallic for the ammo belt, say darker Leadbelcher. Well, I could just use Leadbelcher and then have it, you know, be darkened down via the shade rate. So I think that's a good call, actually. Let's do the Leadbelcher next. Very cool. Thank you guys for voting. And the poll. Oh. Very nice. It's crazy how this might very well be the last or rather I talked about this with Heinrich, that this is going to probably be the last Christmas stream in this flat. As my girlfriend and I are actually planning on moving closer to my parents' house, to the place where I was born and raised. That's gonna be exciting. But also a little bit crazy. The sounds of someone at a coffee shop waiting on their order for their black coffee to come with while they sit alone with their laptop working on their novel that they bragged about years ago. What? The sounds of someone at a coffee shop waiting on their order of their black coffee to come while they sit alone with their laptop working on their novel that he bragged about years ago. That actually sounds like me a little bit, not gonna lie. Because I am doing a novel for my art diploma. Basically what the plan is I'll write the novel, then I'll paint some key elements from that novel, from the story, as like proper oil paintings. And then I'll have both, right? Something to exhibit and something to sell. The people who voted no for Christmas music, shame on you. I mean, I do also kind of get it, right? Imagine you work in retail all day and then you're trying to watch just a stream of a guy painting some miniatures and then he's playing Wham or something. 'Tis the season? Oh, 'tis the season indeed. Jolly up! But yeah. My art diploma is going to be very interesting. Wake me up before you go. Hell yeah. Haven't heard that song in a very long time. Not a Christmas song though, as my girlfriend points out. Ah, ain't that nice. You can only really enjoy these songs for like 30 days a year. Before it's time to switch again. Ah. Oh yeah, I think the True Metallic Metal was a great choice by you guys. Oh man, I'm so happy my store stopped playing our 7 Christmas playlist. We used to run it till February. Oh no. That should be like an OSHA violation or something. For some reason the playlists that we played yesterday had, like, they featured a lot of the Jingle Bell rock. You know, and today when Heinrich and I were just painting on our own time, that one came up a couple of times again, and each time Heinrich flinched like an abused dog or something when the jingle played in the first place. I think most people don't like eating turkey. US Americans only eat turkey once a year on Thanksgiving. Might be correct. What happened over there? What's going on in this window? No, it feels alright. Haven't really ate turkey myself. At least I'm quite sure I haven't. Turkey is popular during Christmas here in Sweden? Oh, really? Interesting. In Germany, it's goose. Goose is a popular meal during Christmas. Though the most classic Christmas meals of all is just regular, like boiled sausage. Boiled sausages with potato salad. That's like the Christmas dish in Germany. We eat it at our place as well. Like with my parents. Just a classic. Just a classic. Alright. Oh, there we go. We still have jazz going on. But this time it's Christmas jazz. Oh, guys. It's just perfect. So I'm quite sure that these things on his belt are actual, like, crack grenades. Not to be confused with the crack grenades that the Emperor's children carry. So I think these have to be silver as well. True metallic silver. So there we go. Hope you guys can see everything. My family is Mexican, so we make tamales and pozole. Hominy? Around Christmas? Interesting. So cool to see like other nations' Christmas traditions. It's very cool. If you want to have your ass beaten, then you have to walk through Lower Germany around Christmas. Some people dress up as Krampus and just beat the shit out of you. No, not the shit out of you, that's a bit much. But they do have like these like wooden sticks. And they'll beat your behind with it. Because you probably have been a very naughty man. Okay. Enough. So the skull definitely needs some silver as well, and the bolter as well. There's a lot of still some stuff left. Oh yeah, we have Prinskor, Prince sausage, Prince wurst. Okay, that's really popular. That with the beet salad or potato salad. Hell yeah. There is still Christmas celebration in my country, in the Christian areas mostly. I mean, that's for sure. What do you guys eat for Hanukkah? Any special thing that you eat for that as a tradition, or impish or admirable? Impish or admirable? Impish? You mean Krampus? There we go. By the way, for all the newcomers in chat, if you ever type something and I just don't react, that's 100% due to the text being swallowed by YouTube auto-moderation. So yeah, that's no fun at all. I think it's a little bit... It's starting to get a little bit much here and there. Might have to dial it down here or there, I don't know. Or I need to increase the contrast, paint like harsher shadows on his armor or something. Because it's getting a little bit confusing now the more colors we get on here. Which is of course the last thing that we want. Immersed should be nice and easily recognizable. Jelly-filled donut called and boiled flat potato patty called. Alright. I unfortunately can't read Hebrew. I have a friend who can. He is an archaeologist. A very famous archaeologist because he dug up possibly one of the ugliest pieces of Roman fresco ever found. And he gets memed on by his colleagues for that. But yeah, he can speak and read Hebrew. I can't, unfortunately. But sounds good. Levitot and Sufgania. I think it's the way we pronounce it in English. Levivot, and Sufgania. I hope I pronounced that correct. That does sound quite nice. It does. So I think something that connects basically everything is like, oh, we have a tradition coming up. Let's serve some nice food. And then the Scandinavians pull out the surstrumming on unsuspecting victims. And then we stop. It's nice but very oily. Ah, okay. I looked up that potato one, and holy heck, that looks so nice. I mean, a lot of stuff from that region is rather oily, no? Our school had like an exchange program going, and every time the exchange student came over, that the food that they showed us always was very oily. Very tasty as well, don't get me wrong, but still oily. There we go. Black bolter. But I think it's getting a little bit confusing. Not sure. Hey, don't talk shit about our tradition of eating literally rotten fish. I hate it too. I think surströmming is just a very cool thing. You know, even just its existence is funny. I've recently heard about a cheese, or like, no, it's not cheese, it's shark meat, I think, that also gets fermented in a similar way. I think it's just always funny to hear about those kinda foodstuffs that are really like walking the line between a delicatesse and a health hazard. But yeah. Okay, there we go. Some more silver to be needed. It's vile. I sent it over to the chef friend in England and he actually liked it. Oh, really? Well. I mean, see? You know, I think it's cool. I think that's cool. Besides Hanukkah, we don't have Halloween. We have Purim, which is the food of Purim. It's called Haman's Ear. Oh. Oh, which the food of Purim is called Haman's Ear, which is the story of Purim. Very interesting. Okay. Food. Very interesting food. Okay. Is there any crazy food that we have in Germany? I think probably Spanferkel, right? A whole pig on a stick. But I wouldn't say that's like too crazy though. German Hausmannskost is genius though. I really like everything that comes from especially my region. Whew. Green cabbage with potato and like a bunch of sniertje. Oh. Steckruim, opdruikboon. 10 out of 10. Where's the red? There it is. Or should I do the cable in yellow? I'm not sure anymore. No, I'll do it in red. No. I'll try yellow first. Not quite sure. I think it's almost time for a wash, to be honest. Though not all the base colors are down. What I like about Israel is that the most of the food are a combination from the region and the Europe countries like Germany and Poland. Oh yeah, that was very fun. Like when like the Israelis came to us, we asked them like, "Oh, what's your favorite like national dish for you?" And one of the guys said like Wiener Schnitzel, and we were like, "Oh," we thought he was trolling, but no. Apparently, like for his region, it's Wiener Schnitzel, so there's always something to eat here. Oh yeah, that's cool. I mean, same, right? We do have the currywurst as well. The curry sausage. Which is just sausage with ketchup and curry. 10 out of 10 dish. Highly recommend. Sleigh bells ring. There we go. Are you listening? Okay. Do need to paint that over though. Does the word what? Strumpfulhanf mean anything in Germany? It's been stuck in my head for the longest time. Strumpfulhanf? Strumpfulhanf? Oh! Strumpfulhanf? Hang on. Strumpfulhanf. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Strumpfulhanf. It does sound like a different word, and just not like an actual word. Hang on. Maybe I'm just confusing it with Rumpelstiltskin. Rumpelstilzchen. Strumpelhamp. Strumpelhamp. Strampel. Snow. Hampelmann? Okay, we love schnitzels. Almost every restaurant has schnitzels on the menu. There we go. German boiled sausage, the white one with mustard. Oh yeah. Funnily enough though, the white one is supposed to be boiled, I know. But I do like it fried a lot more. Like when you have that white sausage with the brown crust. Like not completely brown, but like on the parts where it hits the pan. Oof. Perfect way of eating that. 10 out of 10. Yeah. Oh man, that sounds so good. Definitely, yeah, that's definitely great. Try that the next time if you get your hands on those sausages. Just fry them up in the pan till like some parts become brown, and then some mustard on there. Whew, you'll be in for a treat. All right. How's this look? Doesn't look too offensive to the eye. That's quite nice. Now, I do kind of want to do the other cable yellow though. I don't know why, it just calls to me. Starting with some Baler Brown as the base coat. I was actually thinking of that today and bought some Prinskorv. Oh shit. Okay. I brought some Prinskorv and mustard for me to eat tomorrow. Not the same, but close enough. Nice. Yeah, okay, try that. Maybe it's time for you to try that then. Fry them instead of boiling them. Yesterday, my girlfriend and I went to... No, the day before that. So, over yesterday. Yesterday, I think it's called. We went to a restaurant that we wanted to go for quite a long time now. And it was basically, I wouldn't call it a scam, but it was not half as good as we imagined it to be, and very pricey as well. Like, even not pricey and bad in the way that, ooh, it's too fancy for our taste buds. Just pricey and bad in the way that the food wasn't well executed. Not really. And she, for example, had like a baked tofu. She ordered baked tofu, which was on the menu. And they served her up half a tofu, like not even half a tofu, that was not even baked, it was fried.
And it was like the smallest part of
Yeah, like, and then they basically tried to embellish the rest of the dish with like salad and stuff. It's not good. Yeah, they didn't say it was a salad, it was just a whole mess. Never going there again. Price and Right says, oh yeah, remember you mentioning that yesterday? €7 for water is insane. Yeah. €7.20 for tap water, for not even a liter of tap water. That's like... That's where we... You know, it was at the end that we saw it on the bill. But that was insane. Maybe I should have said something, yeah. No, I should have. I am the man, I'm supposed to confront the enemy.
I'm the one I'm supposed to make wrong.
In case you didn't hear that, my girlfriend said she is the woman and she has to cause drama. Perfect. Perfect balance. Alright. I love you too. What are we thinking, guys? I think this guy actually does look dope. My problem is that he doesn't really look like the commanding officer for these guys, or does he? Yeah. Actually, he kinda does. He kinda actually does. Maybe it's the bone, yeah. Shit. Okay. I could have probably given him an orange cape if I really wanted to have the orange in there. He does? Yeah, maybe I was too quick with it, huh? Okay. There are some details that I'm left. I'm being so slow with the paint job right now. Because it's only like very small details that are left. I don't know where to start. Let me just get the silver out and move on. Hang on. I need a finer brush for that. Actually, no, I need the same brush as before. Oh well, time for me to go to bed. Gotta get up early tomorrow. Yeah, you mentioned that, right? 5 o'clock. Model looks great. Can't wait to see how it ends up if you post it somewhere. Have a great stream. Have a great night, man. Thanks for being here. I hope you'll have a great day tomorrow. And yeah, I'll probably not be able to post it so quickly, but I will at some time do a proper gallery in the YouTube community tab with pictures of these miniatures in their final form. But yeah, have a great night, man. Thanks for sticking around for so long. Rest well. So there we go, some true metallic metal highlights here. And where else? Maybe the drum probably as well, right? Yeah, okay. Supposed to be a bolter. Many parts black, but the silver has to be very prominent as well. There we go. This really is a Chad music while waiting for Santa Claus. The jazz remixes of these Christmas classics is pretty nice, gotta say. Okay. And then of course there's the Serval skull up here, who has to have his implants be silver as well. Could possibly get away with painting this guy like the implants with like a bronze, but I think silver is just the classic approach. Can you guys even see that? Oh yeah, kinda. The antenna. And then this stuff as well. This is probably a bolt as well, right? And then the connection piece. Oh shit, oh no! Oh no, I had some lead belcher on my finger. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Now it looks like battle damage. Well, damn it! Well, we're just gonna paint that over in the last step of the armor after the wash. It's not too bad. All can be fixed. Okay. So, a couple of details left. There's also a skull embedded in the lower part of the ammo stash. So definitely need to take care of that one as well. I think silver is fair enough. Not good, let's not go too crazy. I'm painting a ruined building terrain, it's pretty fun. Ooh, ruined buildings. Made by yourself, gotten from Games Workshop, or from Etsy, or like 3D printed. Ruined buildings are always very, very fun. I would love to see some ruined buildings like being usable for 40k battles that are not in an L shape though. I really want to get into more building stuff as well. I wanted to do a building something out of nothing video again, like I did a couple of years ago, where I built a nice terrain house from, like, with a literally €0 budget from trash. Mainly a paper, like, packaging paper? No, what's it called? A box? A paper box? But, yeah, haven't gotten around to do that again. The helmet is of course also very important. A 3D printed cellar, so cheap and I can go crazy with the painting. Nice, that's great. Yeah, in terms of terrain I wouldn't go with Games Workshop as well. I think it's just a little bit unimaginative. And you know, when they changed their concept from like the very nice imposing buildings from the like Sector Imperialis stuff, and they switched up to stuff that is maybe tournament accurate, but comes at the cost of A, variety, B, impressiveness, and C, imagination, even in my point of view. That's a little bit of a bad deal. But yeah. That leaves more room for the Etsy sellers. There we go. And we have this part over here. I want to have that silver as well. This part down here. A little bit messy. A little bit messy. Okay. Okay. I think it's fair to stop here. Look at this guy. He looks very nice. Well, we're not finished, of course. Don't get the wrong idea. But I want to give this guy just a wash. Now leave him to dry, and then a couple of hours later we'll have the second part of the stream. I want to see if my American bros will be here then. I thought at the end of the year I should definitely do a stream that caters to both time zones. Let's see how that goes. But before we leave, I'll take some Gravis Earthshade and a certain type of brush. I need a brush that definitely hasn't seen some true metallic metal today. And he needs to be soft. The bristles need to be soft. I think this guy is perfect. There we go. Of course, this will darken down the miniature quite a lot. But we'll fix that with the last part of the armor painting later today. Oh yeah. Funnily enough, this just helps with the overall messiness of the paint job right now. Because you currently just have 3 layers atop one another. And 3 layers which haven't been applied very carefully at all. And basically this wash is supposed to help with the shading, definitely, of course. But also with the cleanup, in a way. Okay. Let's just see if this works. Okay, the Power Fist. This part right here really opens itself up to like the Republic symbol or something. I wonder if I should do that. Just freehand that on there. Or like a different version of that symbol to fit the Celestial Spears logo, which I haven't decided on yet, so definitely need to get to that as well. Can't have a chapter without any insignia, right? Without any heraldry. So, there we go. I've never been so nervous is the wrong word, but like on edge with a wash stage in a long time. Because for once this wash could definitely change the whole vibe of the miniature in a way that I don't really want. But I'm not sure because I haven't tried it out so far. The only thing I know is that it did work with the other Marines, but they had a slightly different approach, a slightly different style. So I can only hope that this works for this guy as well. Oh, that's a bit much. There we go. Isn't it crazy that this popular song came from the musical Sound of Music. I never knew that until I watched the movie, the 1965 one. Insanely good movie. Highly recommended to anybody who hasn't watched it yet. It's a great movie overall, but if you stop at the wedding, after the wedding scene, you have just a nice feel-good movie, without the heart attack that is the last 20 minutes. So, a little bit of a pro tip here. Oh shit, I forgot to paint the bullet casings. Oh well. Not too bad. Okay. It works, but we'll definitely need that second coat of the Ushep Bone White Scar mix to get it back to the original brightness, which I think is very important for this scheme to work. Shouldn't be too bad though. Should be very possible. Yeah, especially like with this part in the power pack. And I think we actually can get away with not painting any orange on here. Who would have thought? Not me. Okay, any spot that I missed, because I don't want to have some tide marks sort of showing up. No. I think that's alright then. Oh, here on the power pack. Okay. That was close. The tide marks were just about to show up, holy shit. Okay. Oh, look at this. A beautiful chapter captain. Very, very nice. Alright. This is where we're at. This is where we'll leave off for now. Hopefully I'll be awake enough to continue later on. Actually, I do need some Nuln Oil to shape the ammo belt. I think that's also rather important. Hang on. There we can do a heavy wash, I don't care. Darken that down a lot. I don't know who it was of you guys who recommended the gunmetal gray, but I feel like lead belcher with a heavy coat of Nuln Oil should do the trick just as well. Alright. Orange might look good on the power weapons cable in order to distinguish it from the Pauldin's trim. Ooh, yeah, that might be true. Well, so far it looks... Oh, Panzer Kitsune is here, hello! So far it just looks very similar because this is like the base color, right? This is Baylor Brown, and the final yellow will be Flash Kits Yellow, which will definitely help to differentiate between the two. But yeah, some orange here and there, I'm not quite sure. Maybe on the insignia, like some nice free-handed insignia like on Commander Cody's helmet. I think is proper. The proper idea. Okay. I think this looks great. Panzer Kitsune, you say good evening. I say goodbye. I'm very sorry, you're catching the stream at a terrible time. We have been streaming for 2.5 hours, which is a very nice time indeed. I've had a lot of fun, I hope you did too. Though, I will take a break here for a couple of hours, leave the mini chat to dry, and then I'll see you guys in roughly, yeah, let's say 4 hours or something. No, yeah, around 4 hours. So, for the people in the European time zone, this might be the end. This might be the last time we see one another before the year ends. I just want to say that I'm very happy to have had you all here. I hope you guys had fun with the streams and the videos and the shorts that we put out this year. And once again, thank you very much for tagging along and getting this channel to now 4,000 subscribers. cheers to that. So, in case I don't see you anymore tonight, I'll wish you a very happy, Merry Christmas, not Happy Christmas, Merry Christmas. You know, have a nice holiday. And also, of course, as we say in Germany, guten Rutsch ins neue Jahr, a good slide into the next year. Have a nice Weihnacht. Thank you very much. Alright, very untypical to end the stream this early, but again, we'll see one another again in like 4 hours. So, Merry Christmas, guys. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next year with even crazier projects. Good night.